Hey, it's me, Kathy. And this past Friday, I didn't get a chance to do Flatbread Friday. I had some scheduling snags, and I had a plan. I was going to do a Mediterranean style flatbread. So I had the ingredients left over. And today we're going to do a Mediterranean style pasta. So let's have fun with that and let's go. I have cooked some rotini that I had on hand according to the package directions and coated it with a little olive oil to keep it from sticking together. And now we're going to make the sauce. We will begin with some roasted garlic oil going in. We're on medium heat. We'll wait for that to heat up a bit. Our oil is ready to go, and now we have half of a diced red onion going in. And we are going to season this with some salted pepper and some dog barking, some dried oregano. My oregano in the garden is almost ready to harvest, and I got fresh basil, but we're going to use dried basil at this point just because it's a cream sauce and the dried spices are good in that. But if we have use for a garnish or something, we'll use the fresh. And a little scotch of red pepper flake. And we're going to stir that around until these onions have softened a bit. Our onions are softened up and browned up nicely. A little too brown for my taste, but I'm hoping that that brown color is coming mostly from the seasonings. And now it's time for some garlic. We're going to continue to cook that for another minute or so until it gets fragrant. And then we're going to keep going. Our next step is some all-purpose flour that we're going to incorporate into our garlic and onions and seasonings. Make a bit of a roux. Cook that off for another minute or so to get the starch in. Now I have some petite artichoke hearts that are drained and halved. There, finally. Some diced Roma tomatoes. And some halved Kalamata olives. And those are going in. We're going to just blend them around for just a minute. And now comes some chicken or vegetable stock. And we're going to stir that around until it starts to thicken up. It's starting to thicken up nicely. And at this point, I'm going to add in some tomato paste just to give it a little bit more tomatoiness. And we're going to give that a stir to blend that in. And next here comes some crumbled feta cheese. I think about that much will be good. And some half and half. This is going to be a creamy Mediterranean pasta. So let's stir this around until it gets to a nice saucy consistency. There's one final thing I want to add to our pasta, and I'm going to do it now because it'll probably exude a little bit of liquid into this. And this is that baby spinach and baby arugula mix that I've become so fond of. So we're going to pop that in, stir it around until it's wilted up. We have reached the boiling point, which means that this sauce is as thick as it's going to get. It always takes to that point, and it's good looking. And when we get our pasta in there, we'll have to see if we need to add a little more half and half to it to see, because the pasta will do some absorbing. But let's add in the pasta. Okay, in we go. I'm not even sure I'm going to use all this, but let's put some in, stir it around, and see where we're at. I think that is probably enough. Looking pretty yummy. Okay, here we have it, our creamy Mediterranean style pasta rotini. And I've got a couple of toppings for it, so we're gonna serve it up and see how it looks when it's presented. Here's our Mediterranean style veggie rotini pasta. And it smells great and it tastes great. And now we're gonna make it look great. So the first thing we're gonna put on is just a little bit more feta, just a little decoration of additional feta, because all that other feta melted into the sauce, which made it pretty yummy. And a little chiffonade of some fresh basil that I finally got in my garden. Yay, it's coming time. Pretty soon I'm gonna have all kinds of stuff. It's growing up great. And finally, I have some toasted pine nuts. Gotta do it, because I love me some pine nuts. So anyway, there it is. Ready for presentation, ready to eat, and it's gonna be yummy. Thank you for joining me while we made what was supposed to be a pizza into a pasta dish, Mediterranean veggie pasta. And we're gonna take us a little bite, and it's good. I'm so glad I put those toasted pine nuts on top. It really added a little something something to the end of that thing. And now I'm gonna go finish the rest of the bowl, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.